Tyson Place is a new child care center here on the east side of the community of Greensboro, North Carolina. And what we're trying to do is institute a quality program, a program that meets developmental appropriateness. And we're trying to offer diversity for all children, meaning that we also accept special needs children.
I just believe that working here, that kids are afforded the opportunity to just go further in their education. So we began by working with the 6-week-old, just teaching them the basics of ABCs, color, shapes, and just going forth.
Well, I chose it for my child because my child, he has an autism, and this place specializes in caring for children with special needs. And I'm very confident that this is a place that, my son has been excelling since I've been here. Since he's been here, I've seen the excelling in the teaching and the actual working that they've done with my child.
There was just a huge need in the area to serve that population because not a lot of child care centers in the area accept special needs kids. There are a lot of liabilities. A lot of people don't have the special equipment you need. A lot of places don't have the therapists that can come in and work with the children. And so in just going out and about and working in the community as a respiratory therapist, I saw this building come about, and I thought to myself, this could be an opportunity for me and my family to make a difference for the community and do what we can to serve special needs kids and make it an inclusion center.
This is actually a place that's getting children prepared for regular school. So some of the things that they teach the children here, it's kind of give them a heads up when they start regular school.
We run a curriculum called the Creative Curriculum, which gives specific developmentally appropriate guidelines that these children should meet. And that is very important because there's more and more information that says early child care is a great intervention to success for an adult. So we really believe in giving the education in early child care in our center so that these children can go off to elementary school and be productive. At Tyson's Place, your children will enjoy an environment outside that includes all natural play environment, which means everything around here was built from the wood right here in the local area. We don't use standardized outdoor equipment because we want to be creative and come up with something that will kind of take kids back to the basics. Back to the basics means everything that we have out there has been made from the wood around the area, and it's all creative things that are appropriate for children to help incite creativity from the children. Tyson's Place does employ an after-school program. We have transportation to pick kids up from their current schools. And the after-school program makes it our merit to have these children getting their homework done and completed. We feel it's very important that when a child goes home to the parent, that time can be spent with the parent, and all the parent has to do is review the homework. So when they get here, we'll give them a snack, something healthy and organic, give them time to get their homework, make sure that that's done. Then we give them activity time so they can get some of the energy out from the rest of the day and really get their legs stretched and that we're meeting their physical needs to play. Tyson's Place Child Care Academy is going to have an extensive summer camp program that's going to involve several trips, several educational trips, and a good quality setting for the children to meet their educational needs as they're out for the summer. We plan trips to King's Dominion, the zoo, the pool, and public settings that can give children enrichment throughout the summer.
What you just saw, ladies and gentlemen, was what $500 did for me. I took $500 that I invested in the stock market and I allowed it to grow, and it in turn allowed me to buy a commercial property, get involved with a child care center, and build that to a point where I could turn around and sell that whole building with a contract in place for child care for $500,000. And I'm going to discuss in this video where I would put $500 to let it grow if I was going to have to start all over again. If you're finding me for the first time, please subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so when I drop videos, you get them. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm starting this channel basically from scratch to try to build the audience through making life gains, learning how to do the best things with your money, how to save money, how to make money, and what you do once you get to the point where you feel like you are financially set free, which is life gains. So if I was going to do this all over again and put it in the stock market, I'm going to show you where I would go. So let's jump on my Robinhood account right now, and I'm going to show you guys what I would do with $500. So here I am on Robinhood, my people. And when I'm talking to people about investing, no matter what amount of money you have, I am real big on half of that money goes into something that is going to be a stock that no matter what happens is going to continue to grow, but is also going to pay you dividends. And I do believe in investing in broad range stocks, ETFs. So I would point people with $500, take half of your money and go to this thing right here, SPHD, and I'll click on it. As you can see, it's the Powers and Shares S&P 500 High Dividend, Low Volatility ETF. And let's take a look at it. Over the 5 years, and if you're watching this video, you've lived and survived what's happened over the 5 years, including Corona. It's returned 12%. What is the average of the stock market in a year? Usually 8%. So you're beating that. But on top of getting stock growth, you are also getting paid dividends. And what's so special about this particular stock? It pays 4% dividend, and you get paid every single month in those dividends. Every month you're going to get a dividend back. And so as you look at my history, August 31st, dividend, June 30th, dividend, and so on and so on. So, and the other thing I like about this ETF versus others is very inexpensive, highly ran, and it broadens your base out across all the stocks in the S&P 500 so that you don't have to worry about titrating, getting in here playing with it day to day. You just put your money in there, you sit back and relax. But that's not the only ETF you can get involved with. You've got all these up here. You've got the SPY, which I would not recommend someone do for $500 because look at the price on this joint. That's going to eat up all your money. And when you get into the stock market, you're going to be kind of excited at first, so you're going to want to put some stock on other companies, which is why I say you put half of that 500 into the SPHD, and then you take the other half and you do them in other good quality stocks. But just to show you another example of the ETF, you've got the Russell's iShares. You've got this iShares 20 plus Treasury ETF. You've got an iShares Core ETF. Then you got the Vanguard ETF, which is pretty pricey too. But if you're someone who don't want to invest that money anywhere else, you're fine with putting it all in one place, my best stock for you would be this Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. Put all your money in this one. But if you're going to do my half and half strategy, I would recommend do half in SPHD, take the other 250 that you've got, put some in this company right here called Palantir Technology. So let's say you put 250 in the SPHD, take another probably about 150, pull it in Palantir, and just sit on it and watch it grow. And then with the rest of your money, my people, the rest of your money, I want you to put it in something that is going to be high growth. Some of the major names that are high growth. For me, I'm going to, of course, tell you to put it in possibly NVIDIA because I love the way this company grows really, really high, and they pretty much stay there. They might taper back for a few days, but for the most part, it stays there. And lastly, the big stock that I would tell you guys to get invested in, which are $500, is this thing right here, Doximity. Now, I purchased this thing. Let me see if it'll show you my purchase history. I first got involved at August. $55 is what it cost back then. And now look at the stock here, September the 8th. The stock is at $102. And Doximity is a company that is telehealth for doctors. So when doctors call you, their phone numbers disguised. They can do records. They can do all kinds of things with this technology. Basically a LinkedIn for doctors. And the numbers on this thing are great. So if I'm beholden to you properly, I would say you take your first $500, put half into SPHD, and then take the rest, put into Doximity. But if you want to be someone who's going to diversify that second half of your money, put a couple of shares in Doximity, but also put a couple of shares in Palantir. And that is going to have you on your way to letting that money start to build and catapult you into getting money to make other big investment purchases. So that's what I would do, ladies and gentlemen, to get your financial future rolling and going fast and furious so that you can start getting those life gains. Leave me comments on those of you who have taken $500, and what have you turned that $500 to when it comes to investing? That's going to do it for this video. Don't forget to like the video. Please comment, subscribe. Get yourself that life game, man. Follow me on Instagram. Leave me messages on Instagram. Instagram is the easiest way for me to reply to people that want to talk to me and sit down and pick my brain apart about all the things I've done in business. And until that next Sex is Hell video, I'll see you.